Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be all about my essential makeup tools, and I say tools because not all of them are brushes. I think 90% of these brushes are affordable or reasonably priced. They're not like crazy, and most of them I got online, so keep that in mind. Can you guys hear that construction? It's loud, and I'm sorry. I actually washed these brushes a few days ago in hopes that they would all be clean for this video, but again, I needed to use them, so not all of them are clean. I'm sorry about that, but it just means that I use them a lot. My number one tool that I recommend to you guys is getting a beauty blender. I tried to avoid buying these for the longest time because they're very pricey, but once I bought it, I can't go back. Like, it is such an amazing tool. I use it for my foundation. Sometimes I use it for applying ColourPop blushes and highlights. Also liquid highlights. I use this for so much. This is probably the most expensive tool that I have in this video. I highly recommend getting a beauty blender because yes, other sponges are good, but once you try this, there's nothing that compares to this. Another thing that I use to apply my foundation is this e.l.f. Ultimate Blending Brush. I use this for applying my foundation if I want fuller coverage. I just apply it directly to the brush and I dot it around my face and then I blend it in. I really like this if I need more full coverage rather than the Beauty Blender gives more of a sheer coverage and it's a little bit more natural. This one really packs on the color. I also use this to blend in concealer. This is also one of those brushes that I use on those lazy days when I don't want to wet my Beauty Blender before using it. I just use this to buff out my foundation. I've been really into stippling brushes lately for applying liquid products, for applying bronzer, blushes. There's nothing that a stippling brush can't do. This one's from Luxie, and this is the 508 Duo Fiber Stippling Brush. I love using these for applying my foundation. If I'm having a lazy day but I don't want full coverage from my e.l.f. brush, then I will apply my foundation using this. I also really enjoy applying my bronzer with this if I want a kind of blown out look and I just want to bronze up most of my skin. There is nothing that a stippling brush cannot do. I use this basically for everything. So if you guys don't have a stippling brush, I highly recommend you get one. I think I have like 3 or 4. The next is a powder brush, and this is from Morphe. This is the E53. As you can see, it's dirty because I just can't do my makeup without this one. I love the size of this because it can get right underneath my eyes, and it also doesn't take me a long time to apply powder to my entire face. I do also have bigger, more fluffy powder brushes, but I do find that I need something to set my under eye, and this one does both. This is a Real Techniques multitasking brush, I think it's called. This one I love using for bronzer. It has a really nice shape to it where I can get right in there and buff it out. It's also not as dense, which makes blending really, really easy. It's one of those brushes that I can basically multitask with. I don't actually use this for powder though. I do use it for bronzer mostly and blush the odd time. This Sonia Kashuk brush is my very favorite blush brush. It doesn't even have a number on it anymore because I've used it for so long. The shape of this is perfect for blush. It just applies really nicely and I can buff it out as well. It's not too densely packed, which makes it very easy to give a seamless look to your blush. And yeah, this one is definitely my favorite. I only use this brush for blush. My very favorite highlighting brush is from Morphe, and it's the M501. I really like this brush because it's really fluffy at the top and it applies highlight really, really nicely, and it doesn't leave like a line on your face like some brushes do. Because it's really fluffy and it's also smaller, I can place the product exactly where I want it and it doesn't add too much. It's just the perfect formula for a blending brush. If you guys are like me and you fill in your eyebrows, I highly recommend getting a spoolie. Most times a spoolie will come on the end of all brow products, but if it doesn't, then you need to invest in one of these. I just got this at Shoppers Drug Mart. It's really inexpensive, but I love using this for brushing through my brows, especially if I'm using a pomade. Pomades obviously don't come with a spoolie. It gives a really nice look when you brush through the pomade. It gives a more natural look to the brows, and also I like brushing out my brows before I apply any product, so a spoolie really comes in handy. The last 2 brushes are eye brushes. I cannot live without this Sephora blending brush. There's something about this brush that is the most amazing. If I were to pick one brush out of my entire collection that I love the most, it would be this brush. The size of it, the pointiness at the top, what it's made of, it's just super soft and it doesn't irritate my eyes. I find some blending brushes for my eyes do tend to irritate them when I'm blending a lot, but this one never ever does that. It is super soft, the bristles, and I am so sorry about the loud noises going on right now. I cannot concentrate. This is the tapered crease brush, number 19 from Sephora. You guys have to get this one. This again is one of the more expensive ones, but it's my absolute favorite and you guys need to have something like this. It will change your life. And the last brush is from the brand Hakuodo. I don't know how to say that properly. This one is a flat shader brush. It's very densely packed and it has the same bristles as the Sephora one, so they're very, very soft and never ever irritate my eyes. Because it's so thin and it's so densely packed, it makes it really easy to pack on color and it avoids a lot of fallout because of how densely packed the bristles are. I got this at IMATS last year and I do not regret it. It is one of my favorite shader eye brushes. So that's everything. These are my top 10 makeup tools. All you need are these brushes and you have a brush for applying every single product. I obviously have a lot more brushes and I actually had a friend ask me the other day, why do you have so many? And I mean, it's because I love trying out new brushes and trying out different ways that I can apply products with different tools. But if someone were to ask me my top makeup brushes that I absolutely needed to have, I could get rid of all of the other ones and still live with just these. These are the ones that I recommend to you guys. Also the Beauty Blender, which I'm not holding up, but you guys already know that that's an essential. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope that you guys enjoyed my favorite brushes and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys!